Hey, I'm Andy. We're back in Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're about to do some openings. Since the Throne of Eldraine, or Eldraine? Eldraine? Eldraine. The set just came out, so here I am having 54 booster packs, so we're just gonna open them one by one and see what we get. Probably gonna get a lot of duplicates. Hopefully we get some good rares, maybe some good mythics, but we'll see. We'll open it one by one. Uh, It'll be faster than that. Oh, and the first rare is a wild card. That's not very exciting. I mean, it's a good. Wild cards are good, but it's not that exciting. Not off to a good start. Oh, we got two wild cards this time. Alright, we got a murderous. I should look at the other normal cards too. So our rare is a zombie knight, and it has the adventure. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, you lose 2 life, and lifelink when Murderous Rider dies, put it at the bottom of the owner's library. So it's anti-mill. Well, I mean, if it dies. So we got Joust. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. The creature you control gets +2/+1 until end of turn if it's a knight. Then those two creatures fight each other. Alright, so we got Fortifying Provisions. Creatures you control get +0/+1. When fortifying positions enter the battlefield, create a food token. And the new thing about this set, or one of the new things about this set, aside from like the adventures, are the food tokens. And it's basically an artifact with 2 tap, sacrifice the artifact, you gain 3 life. So maybe it's high emphasis on life gain. Maybe I'm not too well versed into this set. I just know that there's a few new mechanics. So we got the Golden Egg, which is basically another food, but it also has add 1 mana. And draw a card when it enters the battlefield. Got Insatiable Appetite. You may sacrifice a food. If you do, target creature gets +5/+5 until end of turn. Otherwise, that creature only gets +3/+3. Seems pretty good for a common. We got a Roving Keep, a 7 for a 5/7 defender 7. Roving Keep gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. It can attack as though it didn't have defender. Alright, let's see what else we can get. Oh, we got an Arcanist. Oh, we got another wild card. We got an Arcanist Owl for 4. Whenever it enters battlefield, look for the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or an enchantment card and put it into your hand. Alright, hopefully we get some good enchantments too then. I know we got one earlier. So Searing Barrage is a 5 cost instant. Deals 5 damage to target creature with adamant. So this spell has an effect if cast with 3 mana of the indicated color. So if at least 3 red mana was spent to cast a spell, Searing damage. Ooh. So it's 5 damage to target creature and 3 damage to that creature's control in a mono red deck. Alright, we got a small murder, which is basically destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Let's see what our rare is. Feasting Troll King, 2 green. Vigilance and Trample. Whenever Feasting Troll King enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens. And then if you sacrifice 3 food tokens, return Feasting Troll from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only during your turn. So you can't just do it at the end of the opponent's turn and just have this on the next turn ready to attack, I guess. So, if you sacrifice 3 food, you get 3 foods back. In a sense. Interesting. Alright, we got a Ardentvale Paladin. 3 white mana was cast, enters with a 1/1 counter on it. Alright, seems good. Oh, we got a turtle. Whenever Mr. River Turtle attacks, another target attacking non-human creature can't be blocked this turn. Neat. Spell costs 2 less cast if its opponent controls a green permanent. So it's 1 and a green, maybe? Here we got a Wildborn Preserver, 1 green, Flash Reach. This is pretty good for just 2 mana. Whenever another non-human creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. When you do, put X 1/1 counters on. Wow, that seems really good. Am I thinking that, like, if you have like an elf deck, that just seems like with this too, just seems really good. Like, it seems better than a rare, but I might be mistaken. It just seems really good with just for 2 mana. That just seems good. I should do the open times 10. I haven't done that. I want to see what it does. At least I don't think I did. I might have done it in the past. Alright, so let's see. We got... Ooh, rat. Rats you control have menace. 1 black tap. Create a 1/1 black rat token. 2 black. Sacrifice 3 rats. Gain control of target creature. Neat. That's a lot of things to activate though. So... Oh, it only costs 2. So I guess each color has a thing that costs 2 that has something that seems really good. Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's try opening 10. See if that's, maybe we'll just show all the, so it shows that's, oh yeah, it shows the rares and mythics. All right. So we got the Bone Crusher Giant, which is 2 red. Instant Adventure. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. Neat. And then whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes the target of a spell, it deals 2 damage to that spell's control. It seems pretty good for a red, to put in a red deck. So we got a Questing Beast, 2 green. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that will be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. Wow. Whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker. Ooh. So that you don't have to target the planeswalker, you just target the opponent directly and it will just target the planeswalker as well. Neat. And we got Embercleave, 4 red. This costs 1 less cast for each attacking creature you control and it has flash. Whenever Embercleave enters this battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. Wow. Wow, that's pretty good. Especially like in a very aggro deck with a lot of low costing creatures that attack, you can just attach it for just 2. But then again, if it has low cost creatures, then the power will probably be small as well. It seems pretty good though. We got another Piper of the Swarm. We got Iron Crag Feet. 1 red. Add 7 red. You can cast only 1 more spell. That's wow. So it's basically like a last hurrah type of thing. We got a Fervent Champion. First strike haste. Whenever Fervent Champion attacks, another target attacking. So I guess this set has a lot to do with knights, maybe. Like that's the main creature type in this set. So equip abilities, you activate the target. Fervent Champion costs 3 less to activate. That seems good. So that means in theory you can equip this Embercleave to the Fervent Champion for free. Wow. So it has double strike. Yeah, that I mean, it is a 1/1, so you'll only get a 2/2 double strike, but still it's pretty good. Stormfist Crusader, black-red, menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. Interesting. We got a Feyburrow Elder here. 1 green-white vigilance. Feyburrow Elder gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. So basically up to +2/+2. And then tap for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. Interesting. So I think it's better in more than just the green-white deck. I think. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I don't know too much about this set, but it seems pretty good. Given what, if you're running a multicolored deck, I guess. So we got a Castle Garenbrig. Enters the battlefield. Tap unless you control a forest. So 2 green, tap, add 6 green. Spend mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. Wow. It seems pretty good in a maybe at least a mono green deck at the very least. So 6 green, you can use it to get the questing beast. You're gonna get this one, Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. All right. Enters the battlefield 4+1/+1 counter on it, so it's a 4/4. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Yorvo. Then, if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo's, put another one. Wow. That seems good. I mean, it is a legendary creature, but that seems good. So, yeah, so far, the card seems pretty good so far. Let's open. I like opening by 10. It only shows the rares and mythics. Seems good. So we got an Oathsworn Knight, 1 black. It enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it, so. And it attacks each combat if able. If damage will be dealt to Oathsworn Knight while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove a +1/+1 counter. Alright, we got another questing beast I see. We got the Magic Mirror, 6 blue. So, yeah, another thing about this set, I think it's based off fairy tales. Magic Mirror's a magic mirror on the wall. I mean, it is a. So basically, the Oathsworn Knight is not a fairy tale. It's more of a. What was that? What was that reference? It's the Monty Python. Yeah, the Monty Python reference. It's basically a Monty Python reference. And the Magic Mirror, 6 blue. This spell costs 1 last cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror, then draw a card for each Ooh. That seems like a double-edged sword, because if you have a 60 card, you can... Like, on the first upkeep, you'll get 1 card. The next upkeep, you'll get 2, then 3. That's already 6 cards that you're drawing. That's already a 10th of your deck, so you need a lot of cards in that to pull this off, I think. We got a Worthy Knight, 1 white. Whenever you cast a night spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Alright. And then we got another Castle Garenbrig, another Bonecrusher Giant, Witch's Vengeance, 1 black. Creatures of the creature type of your choice gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Seems good. Sorceress Spyglass. As Sorcerer's Spyglass enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Then we got the white version, Castle Ardenvale. So, I didn't say this before, but if you see these types of the tap lands, I mean, this one creates a 1/1 human token, but the art is based off various things. Like Castle Garenbrig is essentially Pride Rock from The Lion King, and I'm not too sure what Arden. It seems familiar. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know where it's from off the top of my head, but all the land, like, they're all references to something. So, Murderous Rider, 1 black. Yeah, I think we already saw that one. Alright, we got another Witch's Vengeance, another Castle Ardenvale, a mythic wild card, another Worthy Knight, a rare wild card. We got the Vantress Gargoyle, 1 blue. Flying, Gargoyle can't attack unless the defending player has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. The Gargoyle can't block unless you have 4 or more cards in hand. Interesting. Each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. Alright. Got another Ironcrag Feat. Once Upon a Time, 1 green. If this spell is the first spell you've cast this game, you may cast it without paying. Wow. So basically, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or a land card among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. So, I mean, if it's the first spell you cast all in the game, then it's basically a replacement card. I mean, it is a replacement card, but I don't know. It seems good, but I don't know. I'll have to think about this one. It seems flavorful, but I don't know how good it is. Maybe it is good. I don't know. I'm not that great of a Magic player, anyways. So I can't tell about power and whatnot. And we got a Wicked Wolf, 2 green. When Wicked Wolf enters the battlefield, it fights up to one target creature you don't control. Sacrifice a food. Put a 1/1 counter on Wicked Wolf. It gains indestructible until end of turn, but you have to tap it. So I guess when you enter the battlefield and it fights, you can, I guess, sacrifice it in response. Sacrifice a food in response to get it +1/+1 and indestructible. Because it enters the battlefield, it doesn't have, or it has summoning sickness. So I guess it really doesn't matter if it has tapped or not. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, we got the red version. So creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn, so fire breathing. Got Robber of the Rich, 1 red. Reach, ooh, a red card with reach. Interesting. Whenever Robber of the Rich attacks, if defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of their library. During any turn you attacked with a rogue, you may cast that card and may spend mana as though they were mana of any color to cast that spell. That seems more like a black or a blue card, honestly, but I guess it's 1 red. I mean, because of haste, maybe? I don't know. So we got the Realm Cloaked Giant, 5 white. And then the adventure is 3 white. Destroy all non-giant creatures. So I guess a giant is another big thing, maybe, because you have to have a few. I mean, of course, we got a few of these Bone Crusher giants, so giants are kind of big. But it is a 7/7 vigilance. So yeah, adventures. I think you would want to cast the adventures as soon as you can if it benefits you, obviously, because then you can just cast a creature later from exile, so they don't. So the opponent, if they have like a discard effect or something that makes you discard your hand or something like that, then you can just still cast this because it's still in exile. So we got another Stormfist Crusader, and as I said, another Bone Crusher Giant, another Elder. We got Torbrand, Thane of Redfell, 1 red. Another legendary dwarf. Was the other one a dwarf before? I don't remember. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. Seems pretty good. So we got another Castle Garenbrig and a Sorcerer's Spyglass, and now we have a Folio of Fancies. 1 blue. Players have no maximum hand size, so all players have no maximum hand size. And then XX. Each player draws X cards. 2 blue and tap. Each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. Seems interesting. Like if you run this in I wonder how viable mill is in this set, or if you have like a mill deck including with the cards in this set, how viable that would be. Just have like 4 of these Folio of Fancies, and then but then you'll still need 12 mana to do all 4 triggers if you're gonna do the bottom part. I don't know how viable mill was viable before the rotation, but or not viable, but it was entertaining and a little bit viable depending on how you built the deck. So I don't know how viable it is now with this rotation. So now, since I accidentally did 1 by 1, now you have to do the rest 9 by itself, or 1 by 1, I guess. So you get a Joust. Ooh, a Fabled Passage. Sacrifice Fabled Passage, search your library for a basic land card, put it into a battlefield tap, and then shuffle your library. Then if you control 4 or more lands, untap. So it's basically an Evolving Wilds, but better. Because you basically do what Evolving Wilds does, but with an additional thing. So if you control 4 more lands, you just untap it. Seems good. Seems really good. But I mean, it is just a basic land, so it seems good. Keeper of Fables, 3 green. Whenever one or more non-human creatures deal damage to a player, or deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Alright, what else do we have here? That is one ugly wolf. A witching well. Not a wishing well, a witching well. Whenever it enters the battlefield, scry 2, 3, sack it, draw 2 cards. Alright, two wild cards. Bake into a pie. Destroy target creature, then create a food token. Oh, that's gotta be tasty, right? Crystal slipper, so basically the glass slipper. A 1 red, equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has haste. So we got Ayara, first of the Loch Thwain. Black. Whenever this creature or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Tap, sack another black creature, draw a card. Interesting. Alright, we got a crashing drawbridge. 2 for a defender. Creatures you control gain haste until end of. Seems good. We got an out muscle. Oh, that knight is just suplexing the bear like ease. Or 3 green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then it fights target creature you don't control. Alright, and if at least 3 green mana, the creature you control gains indestructibles. Oh, so yeah, basically it seems good. Alright, 7 dwarves. So basically in a mono green deck, it'll always get indestructible. Alright, so 7 dwarves. Yeah, 7 dwarves obviously. Snow White and the 7 dwarves. 1 red. 7 dwarves get +1/+1 for each other creature named 7 dwarves, and then the deck can have up to 7 cards named 7 dwarves. Alright, seems straightforward. And then Opt, which is basically in a lot of Magic sets. We got another Torvo. A lot of multicolored spells in this pack. We got a Fireborn Knight, double strike, a 2/3 double strike for 4, and 4 gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Elite Headhunter, menace, sack another creature or artifact. Elite Hunter deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Alright, we got a Hengewalker. If at least 3 mana of the same color was spent to cast this spell, Hengewalker enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. So 3 for a 3/3. Alright. Yeah, we got a lot of Bone Crusher Giants so far. I think that's the 4th one. Ferocity of the Wilds. Mad Ratter. So I guess a play on the Mad Hatter. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create 2 1/1 black rat creature tokens. Oh, we got a Witch's Cottage. Witch's Cottage enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more swamps. Whenever Witch's Cottage enters the battlefield untapped, you may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Alright, and we got a Stone Coil Serpent for X. Reach, trample, protection from multicolored. Stone Coil Serpent enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Interesting. Protection from multicolored. I don't know how good this is, but it seems good, but it might not be good. I don't know. Maybe in a green deck, I don't know. I'll have to see what I got overall. Let's see if I can make a few decent decks out of them. So we get Drown in the Loch, a red, black. Choose one. Counter target spell with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard, or destroy target creature with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in the controller's graveyard. Revenge of the Ravens. So 3 black. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, that creature controllers loses 1 life and ooh. So it basically negates like it basically negates aggro if it's like a bunch of 1/1 creatures. So yeah, they'll attack you with all the 1/1 creatures, but you'll gain their life back and then they'll just lose a life. Wow. Knight of the Keep. 2 white for a 3/2. We got another Iron Crag for you. I think that's the third one. 3 packs left. Alright, a Venerable Knight 1 for a 2/1. When it dies, you may put a +1/+1 counter on a target knight you control. Wandermare, 1 green white. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has Adventure, put a 1/1 counter on Wandermare. Alright. We got the white one this time. Linden, the Steadfast Queen. White for a 3/3. Vigilance. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. You also get a Dwarven Mine, which is the red version. Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1, or if it enters the battlefield untapped, create a 1/1 red dwarf creature token. Alright. We also have a Corridor Mirror, 1 blue. Whenever Corridor Mirror enters the battlefield, untap target artifact or creature you control. Looks like a thing for Kingdom Hearts, but maybe that's just me. 2 packs left. Alright, we got Covetous Urge. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were any color to cast it. That seems pretty good, honestly, because you can spend mana as though for any color to cast that spell. So, yeah, that seems pretty good. Memory Theft. 2 black. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You may put a card that has an adventure that player owns from exile into that player's graveyard. Oh, so you can actually, so that's how you interact with the ones from exile with cards like this. Because if a card that has an adventure on it in exile, you put that into the graveyard, so they can't do anything about it. So they can't cast a creature. That's smart. All right, so we got a Wolf's Gold. That's adorable, maybe. I don't know. 4 green. Create 3 1/1 board creature tokens whenever this creature dies, create a food token. I don't know if that's good. 3 1/1 board creatures that gives food when it dies for 6. That means each board would cost 2. Yeah, I don't know. And we got another Murderous Rider. Let's see what our last pack entails. Hopefully it's good. We got a Deathless Knight. 4 haste. When you gain life for the first time each turn, return Deathless Knight from your graveyard to your hand. We got a Witch's Oven. For 1. Tap, sacrifice a creature, create a food token. If the sacrificed creature's toughness was 4 or greater, create 2 food tokens instead. Alright. You got a Giant Skewer. 1 black. A creature gets +2/+1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, create a food token. Nice. It doesn't kill the it doesn't give a death touch though, so I mean when you deal combat damage to another creature, you just create a food, so I guess you just take a piece of them out and make it a food. Interesting. Alright, Flutter Fox, 1 white. As long as you control an artifact or enchantment, Flutter Fox has flying. That would be good in my enchantment deck, but that's not in the rotation. That's I forget what it's called. It's that mode that you can't play. It's not the modern mode. So yeah. And our last rare / mythic is a Wishclaw Talisman, 1 black. At least it's not a duplicate. So whenever it enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters on it. 1 tap, remove a wish counter. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. An opponent gains control of Wishclaw Talisman. Activate this ability. Ooh, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. So you get 3 wish counters so basically you have 2 uses for it, and then the opponent will have 1. Unless if someone finds a way to put more counters on it, like proliferate or what have you. It's a double-edged sword, so you get 2 things you want from your deck. Well, they get 1. in theory. They could just, yeah, it seems really interesting. But anyways, those were the 54 packs, and those were mainly the rares and mythic rares that I've got. And I'll include a code in the description down below for those that are interested to get 3 free packs of your own. I think the code is Play Eldraine. Which, I mean, it's play whatever this set is. You get 3 packs every set if you enter that code for that set. I'll paste. I'll put that code in the description down below for those that are interested. So, yeah, I don't know if I got good pulls or not, but yeah, interesting. Is like this set is very flavorful, and I like it. Like, yeah, I think that's the first real set that they came out that in recent times that's really flavorful. Maybe the set before like M20 came out. Maybe that set was flavorful as well. I don't remember. It's been a while since I actually looked at the cards in each set per set. I mean, I only do it on the openings, so yeah, but this is really flavorful, really amusing. Like, I like all the references to all the different tales, like the Glass Slipper, the Seven Dwarves, Monty Python for all the things, the Magic Mirror on the Wall. There's a lot of things, and some of them probably flew over my head, like some of the land references. There's Pride Rock, some I don't recognize, sadly. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. I'll probably do another one in the next set, and until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.